Hello students, in this video we'll be checking out MCQs of Science 1 Chapter 1 Gravitation. Okay, so completely check out the video till the ending, and in the description it is the mock test of this chapter is also given. So please do attempt it. So let's start. Now, First question, it is a boy is whirling a stone tied to a string in a horizontal circular path. If the string breaks, the stone, now the options are, will move along a straight line towards the center of the circular path. Second option is, will move along a straight line perpendicular to the circular path away from the boy. Third one, it is, will move along a straight line tangential to the circular path, and fourth is, will continue to move in a circular path. So its answer is, it will always move along a straight line tangential to the circular path. Now question number 2, law of gravitation gives the gravitational force. Yes or no? Gravitational force, it is between any two bodies having same mass. Question number 3, the force of attraction between two unit point masses separated by a unit distance. Unit distance means distance will be 1. So its options are acceleration due to gravity, second option it is gravitational field, and third option is universal gravitational constant. So its answer is universal gravitational constant. Now fourth question, according to Newton's law of gravitation, for two objects kept at a distance d from each other, okay, if the distance between the objects is double, that means r is getting double, right? So that means the denominator part is getting double, that means it is inversely proportional. So then the force between the two objects, option 1 is increases by a factor of 4, option 2 decreases by a factor of 4, option 3 decreases by a factor of 2, and increases by a factor of 2, right? So its answer is decreases by a factor of 4, because here it is r square, right? So if it is increasing, that means 2r the whole square, it becomes 4r square. So inversely it is coming 4, right? So it decreases by a factor of 4. Question number 5th, for bodies which are not spherical or having an irregular shape, the direction of the force is along the line joining there. Option 1 is center of masses, option 2 centers, third is near edges, fourth one is both A and B. So its answer is center of masses. Next, sixth question, the tidal waves in the sea are primarily due to the gravitational effect of option 1 earth on the sea, second sun on the earth, third earth on the moon, and fourth moon on the earth. Now tidal waves means high tide and low tide. So its answer is moon on the earth. Seventh question, the value of acceleration due to gravity, option 1 is same at the equator and the poles, third is least at the poles, third is least at the equator, fourth is maximum at the center of the earth. Its answer is least at the equator, right? Now question number 8, for an object at infinite distance from the earth, if the object is at infinite distance, the value of acceleration due to gravity is, so option number 1 is maximum, option 2 9.8 meter per second square, option 3 9.73 meter per second square, and option 4 0. So its answer is 0, because at infinite distance, yes or no? So it at infinite distance the value of gravity becomes 0. Next is question number 9. According to Newton's first law of motion, higher the mass, dash is the inertia. So option 1 is lower, option B higher, option C 0, and option 4 double. So its answer is higher. Next, question number 10. The value of G on the moon is 1/6 of its value on the earth. If the person weighs 14 Newton on moon's surface, then the weight of the person on the earth is, now see students, on moon it is 1/6 of earth, that means the value of G, right? So on earth it will be 6 times, right? So here question it is 14 into 6, 6 4s are 24, 6 1 6 7 8. So its answer is 84 Newton. Next is 11th one, What is the gravitational potential energy of an object located 20,000 meter above the Earth's surface? So option 1 is U is equal to minus G mm upon 20 kilometer plus RE, radius of the Earth. Second option, U is equal to minus G mm upon 20,000 kilometer plus RE. Option 3 is U is equal to minus G mm upon RE, and fourth option is U is equal to minus G mm upon RE minus 20 kilometer. So students, see here, it is 20,000 meter. So 20,000 meter, it is 20 kilometer, right? So your answer will be first option, that is minus G mm upon 20 kilometer plus radius of the Earth. Now 12th question. Weight is given by option 1 ma, option 2 mv square, option 3 mg, and fourth option is mv raised to 2r. So its answer is mg. We already know W is equal to mg. Now question number 3. Centripetal means option 1 circular, center seeking, centrifugal. So its answer is center seeking. Next, 14th question. Object in the free fall has a negative acceleration. So its answer, right? Object in the free fall has a negative acceleration. So options are true, it is vertically downwards along gravity. Option 2, true, it is vertically upwards against gravity. False, it is vertically downwards along gravity, and false, it is vertically upwards against gravity. So its answer is false. It will not have negative acceleration, it will be positive because it is going down, right? Next, question number 15. According to which theory every object in universe attracts each other? Option 1, it is planetary motion law. Option 2, Kepler's theory. Option 3, law of gravitational energy. Option 4, theory of universal law of gravitation. So its answer is theory of universal law of gravitation. 16th question. Third law of planetary motion is given by option 1, it is T square directly proportional to R cube. Then T square is equal to R cube. Option 3 is equal areas and T is equal to R. So we already know that its answer is T square is directly proportional to R cube. 17th question. Object moving in circular path exhibits circular motion, gravitation, uniform motion, and acceleration. So we know that object moving in circular path exhibits circular motion. 18th question. Dash of an object is constant all along the universe. Mass, weight, gravity, momentum. So mass of any object remains constant if you go anywhere in the world. Next, 19th. In a free fall, initial velocity. In a free fall, the initial velocity is highest, lowest, 0 and infinity. So it's the object starts from top, right? So that time the initial velocity is always 0. So answer is 0. 20th question. Dash is necessary to change the speed as well as direction of the motion of an object. So what is necessary, right? Option is velocity, inertia, force and gravity, right? So its answer is force is necessary to change the speed as well as direction. 21st question. Light is a type of, options are electromagnetic wave, radio wave, visible wave and gravitational wave. So its answer is electromagnetic wave. Now 22nd question we will be checking out. Average value of G is 9.8 Newton, 9.8 meter per second, 9.8 meter per second and 9.8 meter per second square. So its answer is 9.8 meter per second square. 23rd. Kepler's law do not explain the electrical orbit, area covered by planet, gravitational force and time taken by planet. So we already know that he was not able to explain gravitational force. 24th. The energy stored in an object due to its position is kinetic energy, gravitational energy, potential energy and initial energy. So its answer is potential energy. Next, 25th question. Which of the following is observed during circular motion? Uniform motion acceleration, uniform velocity, gravitational force and centripetal force. So its answer is centripetal force. Why? Because that object is always seeking the center. Now 26th question. Force between any two objects of mass m1 and m2 placed at distance is given by. So here little question misprint is there. So here it is d, here below it is gd, here d square and here it is d. So the correct answer to the question, you already know, F is equal to m1 g m1 into m2 upon d square. So this is your answer. 27th question. Escape velocity is velocity required to escape the gravitational boundaries, required to escape the potential energy, required to escape kinetic energy and required to escape out of any motion. So its answer is required to escape the gravitational boundaries. 28th question. Force acting on the body results in inertia, acceleration, increase in temperature and increase in volume. So its answer is force acting on the body results in acceleration. 29th question. Sum of kinetic and potential energies is minimal energy, total energy, gained energy, collective energy. So its answer is total energy. Next, 30th question. Objects are pulled downwards towards Earth due to the phenomenon of magnetation, gravitation, center of mass, revolution and rotation. This everyone knows, it is due to gravitation. Next, 31st question. Point where total mass of any object is assumed to be concentrated. It is center of mass, centroid, mass concentration, mass point of objects. So its answer is center of mass. 32nd question. Gravitational acceleration is denoted by G, bigger G, Ag and Ga. So its answer is gravitational acceleration. It is A part, that means small g, because this G is gravitational constant. Got it? This is gravitational acceleration. Now 33rd question. A force acting on any object moving along a circle. Got it? So tangent to the circle, to center of circle, parallel to radius of the circle, perpendicular to the radius of circle. So this force along a circle is always to the center of the circle. 34th question. The lowest value of G is at equator. So highest value will be at tropical region, polar region, temperate zone, elevated region. So its answer is polar region. 35th question. Gravitation was invented by Kepler, Newton, Einstein, Galileo. So we already know that gravitation was invented by Newton. 36th. Pick out an odd option. Mass, weight, radial distance, gravitational acceleration. So its answer is mass. Why? Because mass do not change. Rest all three, weight, radial distance, gravitational acceleration, it changes. 37th question. Kepler's first law explains elliptical orbit of the planet, gravitational force between object, area covered by planet, time taken by planet for revolution. So its answer we already know that it is elliptical orbit of the planet. 38th question. SI unit of G, it is meter per second square, kilogram, meter per second square, Newton. So its answer is meter per second square. Next, 39th question. True free fall is only possible in air, vacuum, water, oil. So we already know it is vacuum. 40th question. With uniform density, center of mass is at edge, corner, vertex, centroid. So if it is uniform density, then it is at centroid. 41st question. Which of the following reaches first when thrown from the same height, freely falling in vacuum medium? So paper, feather, stone all take same time. It is all take same time, because in vacuum it will take same time, but if it is air, then there are two forces which affects it, which are the buoyant force and friction. So next, 42nd question. AB is the distance traveled in 8 months. So it is AB, and S is the position of the sun. Again it travels EF in the next 8 months. Suppose here it is E and here it is F. So what can be concluded by this using Kepler's law? So we already know that this area and this area will be same according to second law of Kepler. So that means area of ASB will be equal to area of ESF. 43rd question. Inverse square dependence on distance of gravitational force was assumption. First, theory of universal gravity. Second, Kepler's third law. Next, expression for centripetal force, gravitational constant. So here it is given gravitational force was assumption. So assumption, its answer is Kepler's third law. Next, 44th question. The height at which ball is thrown, it increases. First option, acceleration increases, initial velocity increases, final velocity increases, uniformity increases. So we already know that if the initial velocity increases, then only height reaches to highest part. 45th question. Value of G increases with altitude increases. Options are true, it depends on the distance directly. True, it depends on mass directly. False, it depends on the distance directly. False, it depends on the distance inversely. So the value of G, right, it does not depend on mass, right? So here question it is given value of G increases with altitude increases. So if the altitude increases, the value of G decreases, it does not increase. So its answer is false, it depends on the distance inversely, right? Next, 46th question. Initial velocity during free fall, it is 0 meter per second. Acceleration during free fall, acceleration, what it will be? 9.8 meter per second square. It is positive. Why? Because it is coming from top to bottom. 47th question. An ellipse has how many focal points? 0, 1, 2, 4. Its answer is 2. 48th question. During revolution around the earth, speed of moon changes constantly. Speed of moon remains same. Direction of speed changes. Force on the moon increases. So its answer is speed of moon changes constantly. Then only it goes in the circular direction, right? Now 49th question. The SI unit of potential energy is Newton, kilogram, meter per second square, joules, kilogram, meter square, second square. So its answer is joules. Next, G is formulated as, here also this R will come here, R square, R cube, G R cube, R square. So its answer is G formula, it is Gm upon R square. 51st question. Application of force leads to change in gravity, motion, weight, temperature. So its answer is motion. 52nd question. If the distance is double, what happens to the gravitational force? Becomes half, increases by 2, increases by 4, decreases by 4. So we already know that in denominator it is R square. If it is doubled, so this becomes 4R square and it is in the denominator. So it decreases by 4. Next, 53rd question. Kinetic energy to 53rd question. Kinetic energy to escape the earth gravity will be given if VESC is escape velocity. So its formula is 1 m square V escape, this is upon 2 mv square 2 mv square. So its answer is half mv square. Same as kinetic energy, half mv square. In place of v we have to write, that means you have to give extra information of velocity that it is escape velocity. 54th question, the third kinematical equation during free fall becomes v is equal to u plus gt, v is equal to gt, s is equal to half gt square, v square is equal to 2gs. So third kinematical equation we already know, it is v square is equal to u square plus 2as. So here initial velocity is 0. So v is equal to 0 plus 2 into a, the value it is g, a and g is same, right? So into s. So v square is equal to 2gs. So its answer is option number 4, v square is equal to 2gs. If the object are of irregular shape, then the direction of along the line joining the centers, along the edges of the objects, along the line joining the centers, along the line joining the bases. So its answer is, if it is irregular shape, then it is along the line joining the center of the masses. 56th question, object stable in position, it is potential energy, right? Then you already know object in motion is, it will be kinetic energy. 57. First scientist to invent a refraction telescope. Newton, Kepler, Galileo, Einstein. It is Newton. Next, as we go inside the earth, R decreases. Okay, if the R decreases, so the value of R also decreases. Next, 59th question, potential energy increases with, potential energy increases with height, inertia, velocity, momentum. Its answer is height. 60th question, force is equal to G when unit masses are placed at a unit distance. So here this has to be written here m1, m2, here d square, here d square. Okay, so its answer is, again we'll check the question, force is equal to G when unit masses are placed at a distance. So formula is, when unit masses are placed at a unit distance, when at unit mass, that means its answer is true, right? Because F is equal to G m1 into m2 upon r square. Now unit masses means here m1 will be 1, r will also be equal to 1 because unit distance and unit mass. So here final you will get F is equal to G. Therefore true, F is equal to G m1 into m2 upon d square. State which of the following is a vector quantity: speed, time, distance, velocity. Its answer is velocity. Next, in a circular motion, object experiences a centripetal force. Circular motion, object experiences centripetal force. So its answer is true. It is radially acting towards center. 63rd, if the mass of each object is doubled, if the mass of each object is doubled, that means in place of m1 you can write m1 and in place of m2 you can write 2m2. Here already g is there upon r square, right? So here 2 into 2, it becomes 4 and it is in the numerator, right? So force is directly proportional here. So that means it will increase by 4. Next, 64th question, value of G increases as mass of object increases. So G, if the mass of object increases, then G also increases. No, it is false because G does not depend on mass. 65th question, increasing magnitude of velocity is acceleration, then decreasing magnitude, it is deceleration. Next, 66th question, velocity of any object in circular motion is dash in direction: tangential, radial, parallel, vertical. We already know that it is tangential. 67th question, F is centripetal force and m is the mass of any planet, right? So F is directly proportional to 1 upon m, F is directly proportional to m square, F is directly proportional to m. Yes, this is the right answer. F is directly proportional to m and inversely proportional to distance. Next, 68th question. If height is double and mass is half, the potential energy increases, decreases, remains same, becomes half. So we know potential energy, it is potential energy is equal to mgh. Now suppose if mass is half, that means m upon 2, g value will be same, height is doubled, right? So height is doubled, that means 2h. So here 2 will get cancelled. So your answer will be mgh, right? So it remains the same. Students, in the description of this video, mock test is given. So please do attempt it. Thank you.